Joining us now, former Texas governor, former energy secretary, Rick Perry, our friend. I was down at the border a number of years ago with you. As bad as it was then, it's worse now. We've had Governor Abbott on the program a lot of times. He's called up the National Guard. He's allocated $3 billion in Texas funds, Texas taxpayers paying. He's actually created miles of his own wall using patrol cars from law enforcement. And every step of the way, his battle is really with the federal government aiding and abetting the law breaking. What other options does the governor have at this point?
Sean, let me just say one thing before we get off onto that. Thank you for telling the American people the truth. As I flip through channels, it's really difficult to find the truth about what's going on the southern border. This is a devastating wave that's hitting our southern border. This administration is lying about it. And I think it's really important that you and your network, others, tell the truth and hold Joe Biden accountable, hold Mayorkas accountable. I mean, they're literally looking in the face of the American people and lying to them about what's going on that southern border.
There are
families who are being devastated because of this.
You're right.
You know, maybe what we ought to do is just hire every bus that we can hire in the state of Texas, hire every charter aircraft, bring the National Guard C-130s to the border and load these individuals up and take them to Maryland and leave them there. And maybe
why don't we leave them at Lafayette Park in D.C.?
State of Texas might understand.
The reality is you're hitting on something important here, Governor or Secretary. I don't know I don't know which you prefer. Whatever title you like, you own them all. But the important thing is once they're here and Joe lets them in, we don't have the ability to deport them because that's supposed to be the role of the federal government to enforce the law. They don't do it. Then they disperse people, high rate of COVID positivity, no tests, no vaccine mandate all around the country. And then people come without any money. Then states bear the burden of food and shelter and education and health care. And we can't balance our budget, Governor. It's not complicated math here.
Well, but all of this big infrastructure bill is not going to cost anything. I mean, I heard that president look into the camera and say, this is going to cost zero. And, Sean, that's lying to the American people. I mean, he's playing Americans for chumps. And people who voted for him, they need to really take a deep breath, think about what this individual is doing to this country. It is staggering what's happening along that border. Those have historically been Democrat voters in those counties along the Rio Grande. I'll tell you one thing, they're rethinking that today, and they're looking at Joe Biden and going, this is potentially the biggest mistake we ever made in our lives to let this individual become the president of the United States.
I'll add to that abandoning Americans in Afghanistan when he said he wouldn't. Governor Perry, we always appreciate having you on. Thank you, sir.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.